Okay.
Very good.
Great. Before talking about joining, I thought I'd just spend a minute to help us understand what professional organizations are. Per Wikipedia, the definition is groups that usually seek to further a particular profession, the interests of individuals and organizations engaged in that profession, and the public interest. Next slide, please. Okay, I did a search to see what the top reasons are why individuals join professional organizations. While these are reasons for any organization, I do find that these are very applicable to our nursing professional organizations too. The first one demonstrates professionalism. I think joining as a dues-paying member demonstrates your commitment and dedication to nursing. It can enhance your network of support. There's countless opportunities to connect on a local, state, national level to develop professional relationships, make new friends. Just a little brief story about this in my personal life. Probably about 27 to 28 years ago, I was elected to the Governmental Affairs Cabinet, and I got the opportunity to meet Karen. She was newly elected as the chair, and she kind of asked me to help her out unofficially as a co-chair. So she was a very strong leader and helped me to develop my leadership skills. The other thing about this, the two of us, she was a CNO at a small facility in Western Kentucky at that time, and I was one of the director of nursing at Hardin Memorial Hospital, which is, of course, Baptist Health now. So anyway, we connected. We worked collaboratively within our own cabinet. Then a CNO, the funny thing is a CNO position opened up where I worked at, and she was interested in relocating to be a little bit near her parents because they lived in Winchester, and also wanted to work for a larger organization too. So anyway, the VP of Human Resources came to me one day and asked if we should hire her. I said, of course I do. So we worked together and collaborated together for several years before I got relocated to Lexington. Also broaden your knowledge to keep up to date on the latest research and trends. Numerous opportunities for CE, either at low cost or free, all kinds of conferences, workshops, online resources. If you're a member, you do get a national discount on specialty certifications. Opportunities to be a leader. They're very important, of course, to all of us for our personal growth and growth within our work organization. As far as K&A, there's lots of opportunities to develop your skills as a leader. You can serve at the chapter level, state level. We have elected positions, appointed positions, also take volunteers to work on committees and specific projects. The other thing I wanted to point out is K&A members are eligible for recommendation for appointment to the Kentucky Board of Nursing, as well as other health-related boards and agencies. We do advocate for nurses becoming, sitting on boards and other agencies just to help us share our perspective on healthcare. Okay, career development. both A&A and K&A have online job postings, resume review. A&A does have a welcome to the profession kit that is accessible to new members. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, some of the other reasons is, of course, perks, member benefits, discount. There is so many perks to being an A&A and K&A member. One biggie is discounts on insurance. There's term life, auto, homeowners, professional liability, long-term care insurance. I've had both the professional liability and long-term care insurance through the A&A was significant for years, and I've saved monetarily a lot over the years, which more than covers my monthly dues. Travel benefits, discounts on gym memberships. This may be of interest to you, so some of you all in the future. A&A does offer some benefits related to student loans. A&A partners with a company called Lauren Rhodes, which is an online banking company for free consults, and they do offer special interest rates regarding student loans. So that might be something to keep in mind for the future. K&A partners with a group called Wealth Advisory Group. They offers free retirement and estate planning consult. There's also, I don't know if this would be considered a perk, but anyway, the Kentucky Nurses Foundation does fund some scholarships, which student members are eligible for, as well as some of their local chapters offer their own scholarships too for student members. So you might want to think about at some point in time, if you're interested, we can talk about some of those scholarships in a future meeting. Becoming a mentor, giving back can be rewarding and beneficial to both parties. Actually, A&A, I don't know if y'all know about this, but they offer a mentorship program. You can enroll as a mentor or mentee. They generally take applications in the fall of each year. So if you're interested in something like that, you can go on the A&A website and check it out. Giving back to the community. There's numerous opportunities to support community service projects. COVID is a prime example of that. During COVID, there was opportunities throughout the state to vaccinate our public and also participate in COVID testing clinics. In my particular county, I live in Anderson County. I called one day to see if they needed help. And the person that I talked to, he said, well, I have been thinking about this and I have been praying about this. And he said, you're an answer to my prayer. So anyway, I did volunteer quite a bit. And then I recruited some of my fellow chapter members to help do some vaccinations also. So there's lots of opportunities regarding that also. Have a voice that is loud and clear to advocate for our profession. K&A offers numerous activities or opportunities to learn about our legislative affairs and interact with our legislators. We have Nurses Day at the Capitol in February. We had a legislative conference back in May. We have town halls coming up, and I'll talk about those here in a little bit. Next slide. A&A and K&A. This just kind of is a brief overview of A&A and K&A. Some of the foundational work of A&A includes the development of the Code of Ethics, Nursing Scope and Standards, Guide to Nursing Social Policy Statement. Is anybody out there familiar with the Code of Ethics? You can raise your hands or put something in the chat column if you want to. Does anybody have a copy of it? Okay, or is anybody, okay. Well, anyway, I don't know if you can see this, but this is a Code of Ethics for Nurses booklet. And it is available. It's for you can purchase it on the A&A website, but you might be able to access some of the content on the website. But one of the things that I wanted to bring up about the Code of Ethics, there is a provision in it, it's provision 9, that talks about professional organizations. So I would encourage you to find a copy and read that provision. So I probably didn't know you was going to have homework, but we may have a pop quiz about it at our next meeting. So as you can also see by this slide that the theme advocacy is kind of woven into the overview of A&A and K&A. And you want to, next slide, please. And I wanted to bring this, I just want to mention this. I don't know how many people are familiar with this, but our priorities for K&A this year has been these 4 topics. Has anybody heard familiar with House Bill 159? And this did pass through our legislative session this year, and it was signed into law this spring. What does this mean for nurses? Well, it means that if you make an honest mistake, that you cannot be charged criminally for your error. So in Kentucky, I'm very proud of our state in that we are the only state in the United States to pass a bill such as this. So kudos. Okay, let's see how you've got just a couple more minutes. So next slide. Okay, next we're just going to share, I just want to share why we joined K&A. I'm going to share first, and then Ellen, we're going to turn it over to Ellen. But I'm on the downswing of my nursing career, but I'm still very passionate about nursing and been a long time member. And the other thing I wanted to point out is that I just realized when I was doing the slides that I went to UK and Ellen went to U of L. So I just had to put in our school logos there since they're very competitive in football and basketball. To be quite honest, I don't remember much about nursing school because it was so long ago, for one thing. But I do remember the emphasis my program placed on nursing as a profession. So that's when I graduated from UK. The first thing I did, even though I had spent my last dime on my tuition and my books, and my husband had been laid off for about 6 months, first thing I did was join KNA. There's been some times in my life, like children, work, that I haven't been able to go to meetings or become real involved with KNA, but I do feel that is my responsibility to at least maintain my membership and pay my monthly dues and contact my legislators when the need arises. And of course, there's been a lot of seasons in my life where I have been very active and been very fortunate to serve on the local and state levels. So anyway, that's my story, and I'm going to turn it over to Ellen to share from her perspective.
Hi guys, my name is Ellen. If my microphone goes or anything, just drop it in the chat and I'll try to fix it. But I am a new grad nurse, so I graduated back in December, and I work at U of L Hospital in bone marrow transplant, which is a branch of oncology. So that's a little bit about my professional life. But I joined KNA way back, actually, in my first semester of upper division nursing at U of L. And I really liked that in nursing school, you get like a very focused look at healthcare, but I wanted to kind of broaden that and look at, the community as a whole and see how I could get involved outside of just the nursing school aspect. So there was an opportunity to apply for either the Mildred Metz Scholarship, I believe it is, or the Nursing Excellence Scholarship through KNF, which is the charitable branch of KNA. And so I applied for that, and I got a really exciting phone call that I had won the Nursing Excellence Award, which was financially super helpful, but most importantly, it really was very gratifying for me that, KNA and KNF believed in me. So that's kind of how I started getting involved. And then I became a student member, and got more involved in things like volunteering. I got to meet Delanor, who's our amazing CEO, and she was just like such a beacon of hope and professional wonderfulness for me. So I got to do things like the Honors Cord program, which is really great. You just do some volunteer hours, and it just shows your dedication to the professional world. I've gotten to do Nurses Day at the Capitol, the legislative conference. I've gotten to meet the governor a couple times. And I was just elected to the governmental affairs cabinet as a staff nurse in that position. So basically, I get to explore a lot of very cool professional networking opportunities. I get to give back to the Kentucky nursing world in my own way, which for me, my passion has always been like government and politics. That's actually where I started out. In college, majoring in poli-sci in DC, and I was doing all of the government stuff, interning for Congress, and then when COVID hit is when I kind of had like a career paradigm shift, if you will. So KNA has been a good link back to my roots for me. But all of that aside, if I could give like one piece of advice, it would be get involved in a professional organization. KNA is great. Emergency Nurses Association, Oncology Nurses Society. There's so many good ones to get involved with. But for me, like going into nursing, my parents and everyone always told me nursing has a lot of job security, especially in Kentucky. We have a huge nursing shortage. So you kind of go into it with this mentality of, I'm going to have a job at the end of nursing school regardless. And it's very easy to get comfortable in that. But a lot of people don't want to work as a bedside staff nurse forever, or they want, something more in the career realm than, just that bedside nursing experience. And something like KNA allows you to see all of the avenues that you have in the nursing space. And it also, to be completely honest, looks good on a resume or a CV. If you're applying to school, it shows that you're willing to commit service and leadership experience, all of those kind of things. But anyway, that is my story. I still actively check my U of L email. So if any nursing students have any questions for me, my email is ellen.tinker, like Tinkerbell, at louisville.edu. I'm more than happy to chat with you guys. And yeah, I'm really excited that you guys are all here today.
Hey, thank you so much, Ellen, for sharing your story and taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you had to do some rearranging to be able to be here with us today, but we are so glad that you did, and very inspiring story. Any quick questions before we move on to our speakers? Okay, Joanne, you are up. Would you like to tell us about the Nightingale tribute?
Yeah, I had to get off mute there. So I just actually have two things I want to discuss. The first thing is the Nightingale tribute. Why is my video not on? Hold on 1 second. So the Nightingale tribute is a opportunity for nurses in the Commonwealth to honor those nurses that have passed away. It is provided during the services or at the visitation. And it's an amazing opportunity for nurses within each community or chapter of the KNA to go and to thank the family, because, you know, many times families really do understand what sacrifices nurses do have in their daily lives for their profession. So it's to honor them, but then actually thank the family for their sacrifice for us being nurses. So I have done probably about 7 personally, and unfortunately 6 out of the 7 I have personally known, which puts a different spin on it. But even the one that I did not know the family, it's still, I think that one was just as emotional as the nurses that I did know and perform those Nightingale tributes. So if whatever chapter you're in as a student nurse, if you know a nurse that has passed away, please reach out to the Kentucky Nurses Association, and we will ensure that we touch base with the family members and see if they would like a Nightingale tribute for their family member. Does anybody have any questions about the Nightingale tribute? All right, and the other thing I would like to discuss is the Honor Cord program. Denise touched on that a little bit, but I wanted to give just a brief overview of what the Honor Cord program is. And it's a great opportunity to get involved with the Kentucky Nurses Association as a student by completing volunteer hours, whether it be in the office or whether it be attending meetings, whether that's your student meeting, or say you want to be involved in the event planning and you want to attend that meeting, or there's another meeting that is of interest to you, you can go on the KNA website and all of the meetings are on there. And then you would reach out to the chair of that committee and then ask permission to attend that meeting. And then you would get granted volunteer hours for that. And if you receive the 20 volunteer hours, then you would receive an honor cord when you graduate. And it's a great symbolization when you graduate that you were part of the KNA honor cord program. I do have the applications for that. There's a lot of other opportunities for volunteer educational events. We have social justice nights quarterly that you can attend. Each of the chapters have meetings every month. So if you are in, I saw somebody from Pikeville. So if you're in the chapter for Pikeville, you just reach out to that chapter lead and you can go to their meetings monthly. There's a lot of opportunities for packing of stuffing packages for the KNA and helping with that, volunteering at clinics and health departments. So there is not a lack of opportunity to be involved in the KNA, but also receive that honor cord program. And it's a great networking opportunity as well, because many of us do work in hospitals across the state, and we can work with you if there's something you're interested in. Then it's a great opportunity for that networking as well. Does anybody have any questions about the Honor Cord program? All right, back to you, Denise.
Okay, next up is Ryan Barrett. He is our Kentucky Association of Nursing Student Association president, and he will gonna give us some information about their upcoming fall conference.
Hey, good afternoon. Thank you guys for having me. Hello, my fellow nursing students. I know it's kind of crazy right now. I'm in my 4th semester and I'm doing my practicum in this 7-week block. So it's pretty crazy for all of us. So thanks for giving up your time to hear from KNA and from us. So we have a state conference coming up in Louisville at Galen College of Nursing, September 27th and 28th. Is it okay if I share my screen?
Yes.
All right. I think I've got it. Here we go. Just so you all can see, this is our tentative agenda, actually our finalized agenda. It just got completely finalized. We have 3 tracks. So we have tracks for faculty to get CEs. We have tracks for those of us that are currently in nursing school, including an NCLEX review. And the NCLEX review, I think, is $20, and it's being done by Hearst. I'm sorry, Blueprint Prep, not Hearst. I'm getting my roles mixed up a little bit. I serve on the NSNA as well. Hearst does NSNA. We also have a pre-nursing and high school student track. And as you can see, let's see if I can scroll down. We'll have a glow walk where we're supporting Norton's Children's Hospital, their childhood cancer awareness month. So we're going to be giving some money to that. Superhero party that evening. We're going to have lunch, dinner provided. And then we also have another review, a farm review. We're also going to be doing a Red Cross blood drive on Saturday from 9 to 2. But there's a lot going on. There are some scholarships that are going to be given away. We have our elections. We're also looking for volunteers. So if you're interested in volunteering, you sign up to serve on our nominating and elections committee, or you can serve in a time slot that works around your schedule that you would like to go to at the conference. And what we do for that is for those slots, if you're able to help us out, we will compensate your conference fees. So you'll be able to go to the conference for free. The other thing I just want to draw attention to, something new that we've started, the CANS Compass. It's a resource guide that's been sent out. If you would like a copy, I'll drop a link in the chat. But it goes through several resources that are available in the state, including the great thing of being a member of KNA as a student member. There's information in there as well. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, if you guys want an officer to come out and visit you, I know I see a lot of JCTC students. We would love to come visit. Just let me know anything we can do to help you.
And is the registration available now?
It is. If you go to our CANS, I'll put the link in the chat box.
Great.
I'll put the link for that in there. Just go on and register. I think the registration, Denise, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm getting numbers mixed up, but I think it's $25 for the conference, and then it's $28 for the additional NCLEX review.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you all for having me.
Well, thank you, Ryan, for taking time out of your busy schedule to tell us about the conference coming up. Thank you. Next up is Janie Heath. She is a chair of our Kentucky Nurses Foundation, and she's going to give us some information about the new license plates that have been available this year.
Can you guys see my slide okay?
Beautiful.
Yes,
It's a beautiful
pretty.
slide. So I hope you can see it okay. So thank you guys for the opportunity to meet with you, our next generation of nurses. We're in great hands. If everyone is just like your president, Ryan Barrett, you know, we are in super great hands. So I'm not real sure where most of you are in your program of study, if you're at the beginning or toward the end like Ryan, but I want to thank you so much for the journey you're on to enter the most honorable profession of all. So I'm retired now, but 48 years ago, I was just like the majority of you. I was in a community college working on my associate degree in nursing, and I never dreamed that I would go on for higher education, including earning a doctorate or having wonderful opportunities that I have had in nursing, including the highest honor of all, serving as Dean of Nursing at the University of Kentucky, Denise's alma mater, as well as Delanor's and many others that are with us today. None of that would be possible without others helping to support me. I was struggling with my academics, literally. I was failing my first semester. I was working 2 and 3 part-time jobs to pay for tuition, gas, rent, all the things that you guys are probably struggling with as well. And if it had not been for the generosity of so many people to support me financially, I wouldn't be where I am today and have had that wonderful career that I had for 46 years. So that's why we do what we do at the Kentucky Nurses Foundation. We raise money for scholarships for students like you to pursue your dreams and not have to worry about student loans or debt paybacks, but to focus on your studies and graduate on time and pass your boards the first time so that we can get you into the Kentucky workforce. As chair of the Kentucky Nurses Foundation, I get the pleasure of hearing from students like you and nurses like Ellen on the impact our scholarships have made on their lives. So I'm thrilled to share with you a huge area of focus we have with our Kentucky Nurses Association license plates. They are awesome. Just take a look at it. You might have seen them advertised in our e-news and other places. So I just want you to know that if you look real close at the messaging on the license plate, it is so impactful, saying there is no healthcare without us. And the beautiful thing about these license plates that we're so excited about is that once they're purchased, they're about $40 for a plate. $10 of that comes to the Kentucky Nurses Foundation to support students like you. So here's my idea, everybody. Go ahead and just pay attention to this. Go ahead and get ready to purchase one for yourself for your own graduation gift, or put it on a graduation wish list for a gift from your family and friends when you graduate. So, and also just think about this. It'd be pretty cool to drive around the community and throughout the state of Kentucky, like our Kentucky Board of Nursing Director, Jody Rogers, does, showcasing professional identity as a Kentucky nurse. So we really truly rock in Kentucky, and never forget that we are 4 million strong throughout the country. We are consistently ranked as the most trusted profession of all professions. That's over medicine and teachers and pharmacists and dentists, you name it, we're at the top. So join our efforts and get your license plate, or have someone buy one for you for a birthday gift, Christmas gift, graduation gift. And if you haven't checked out our scholarships, like Ellen was talking about, go to our website. It will help you complete your degree that you're working on now, or for looking at in the future for an advanced degree. We'd love to have you apply, and then you too can go full circle and pay it forward. Thank you, guys, and thank you for all that you're doing, working hard, studying hard to join our awesome profession.
Okay, thank you, Janie. Delano, if you could put the PowerPoint back up, please.
Yes, ma'am.
And it should be onto the last slide.
Actually, it's the last two.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Just some announcements and news. We're having the KNA legislative town hall meetings are upcoming. There's one tonight, one on the 10th, 12th, in so if you have the opportunity, get signed up for those to meet your legislator and see what they have to say about issues regarding healthcare. And it can also provide you an opportunity to give your input to them too. KNA annual business meeting is coming up September 26th at 5 p.m. Of course, we go election results. One of the things we do is a Nightingale tribute for our deceased nurses. And then we are having our first Leadership and Legacy Gala on November the 7th. This is going to be at the aquarium in Northern Kentucky, Newport Aquarium. It is a fundraiser to help financially support our KNA programs and our annual conference. It will be the next day. So just stay tuned for more details and registration details to become available. Dylan, do you have anything to say about that? Any of those?
I am so, yes, I am so excited about this gala. It's our first gala in 118 years. The KNA is one of the oldest nursing organizations in the entire United States. And so we hope that you will be able to come, and we will have student rates for the gala. Denise, since we talked last, we got a we had a sponsor to give us some money to go to Turfway. So we were going to go to the aquarium yesterday, but today we're going to go to Turfway because someone donated $4,000 so that we could go to Turfway in Northern California. Yeah, that's
wonderful news.
I know.
Okay, that is great. Thank you. Okay, the other thing is we did have a student campaign to encourage students to download the KNA app over the summer, and we did. If you downloaded screenshotted where you downloaded your KNA app and sent it in, then you were eligible for a drawing for a T-shirt. The one that I've got, you probably can't see it, but mine says "There is no healthcare without nurses," the same as the logo on the license plates. So the winner of that contest was Gabby Beringer. But are you on anywhere, Gabby? I don't see your name, but okay. Well, anyway, we'll send that T-shirt out to her. Right now, we're in the middle of a student membership drive. So it runs through the end of the month. So if you recruit a new student member, you are eligible for a drawing entry for a gift card. I know that we have 2 gift cards donated. One of them is a $40 Visa card. I'm not sure what the other one is, but there are 2 that will be given out. So anyway, one of the things I wanted, one of the reasons that this particular topic for our first session is just to help provide you with some talking points when you go out to recruit fellow students. In addition, there are some resources that you can refer to on the KNA website, and they're listed here on the PowerPoint slide. In the membership section, there's a subsection called Join KNA. There's member application information there. And also there's a student member section where there's a student member education presentation. There's information about the Honor Corps program. Our next student meeting is planned for November the 19th at 4 p.m. And since that's kind of approaching the end of the semester, some people are going to be having finals, some people may be graduating. Sometimes the holidays are kind of stressful for some of us. So anyway, we thought this might be a good topic for that meeting. But anyway, I don't know if anyone knows Leanne Walmsley or not, but she was recommended to be our speaker, and she has graciously agreed to do that. So I look forward to seeing you at our next meeting. The other thing I just wanted to ask real quick, if you do have any, I was wondering if 4 o'clock was a good time for everyone. If there's any other topics that you would like to hear about, please let us know. And if there is anyone that needs proof of attendance for school, please let us know. And I will put my email address in the chat box. Well, maybe I will.
Well,
real
they can
quick.
also find it on the website, where the board members are listed. Denise.
Yeah.
We want people, or they can always go to our website and type in the contact us form if they would like to have more information or get email addresses.
Right. But anyway, I know everybody, we're appreciative that you've taken the time out to join us today. I hope you found this session beneficial, and we look forward to seeing you again for the next session. Thanks for your participation as a student member. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you very much for your attendance.
Nice job, Denise. Very, very nice.
Thank you.
Since we have all the emails, Denise, for everybody that attended, we could email them and ask them about the time that you
Okay.
wanted, and if they have any other questions.
Okay.
So if you have any follow-up things you want to do, we can do that
Okay.
by them.
Sounds wonderful. All right. Thanks everybody for participating.
Thank you, Denise. That was a
You're
wonderful
welcome.
meeting.
You're
Beautiful
welcome.
Great job.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.